Assalamu alaikum and a pleasant morning, girls. Today we are going to see a poetry, a second unit. Okay, in that you have poetry. That is this is your third poetry, The Professor by Nassim Ezekiel. Okay. Nassim Ezekiel. We'll see the introduction about the author, poet. Okay. Nassim Ezekiel. He is Nassim Ezekiel. 16 December 1924 to 9th January 2004. He was a father of modern Indian English poetry. Is it clear? He was called as father of modern Indian English poetry. Is it clear, ma? Okay. Let's have the introduction about the poet. Nassim Ezekiel, 1924 to 2004, was an Indian Jewish poet. He was also a professor of English. For a brief time, his poems touch upon various aspects of Indian life. That includes family events, human concern, and societal introspections. That is, his poems are about various aspects of India. That includes family, human being, about human concern, and societal. Okay, an ironic yet sympathetic portrayal of the various facets of life. He used to write by using irony, as well as it is sympathetic also. Okay, he shows sympathy in his poems. Okay, in our various phases of life. In is yet another unique quality of his poetry. That is the unique quality of his writing. Is it clear, ma? Okay. Nassim Ezekiel is one of the prolific Indian writers, very famous Indian writers in English of the 20th century. Okay, he belongs to 20th century writer. Okay, he was awarded the Sahitya Academic Award in 1982 for his poetry collection Later Day Slams. Okay, he was also awarded the Padma Shri by the Government of India in 1988. He has got many awards like Sahitya Academy Award, Padma Shri, like that. Okay, his poetry has different themes and styles. Okay, he is using very unique style to present his poetry. Okay, different theme and styles. His poems are a depiction of his craftsmanship, restrained and intellectual approach to everyday life. He is like it is a depiction of craftsmanship. That is, craftsmanship means that is crafting. Okay, the other man, that is, here he is crafting the Indian culture, society, human being, human concerns. Is it clear? Okay, everyday life. One of those Indian poets writing in English who create an authentic flavor of India. He is considered one of those Indian poets writing in English who create an authentic flavor of India. That is, there is no mixture, there is no essence of other thing. Okay, he has used the authentic, original flavor of India by their use of Indian English. Okay, he used to write about Indian English. He is the writer of the Indian English. Okay, there are the other languages is there, but he has written Indian English. So he has used authentic flavor of India to create a writing. Is it clear, ma? Okay, he was considered with one of those Indian poets writing in English who create an authentic flavor of India. Is it clear? By the use of Indian English. Ezekiel's writing style. I told you before itself that is his theme and style is very unique. Okay, how he is writing. It was with Ezekiel that modern English poetry took roots in India. It is because of Ezekiel only that poetry has took a roots in India. Is that clear? Because of Ezekiel. He enriched the style and the content of Indian English poetry. He enriched the style and the content of Indian English poetry, enabling it to reflect the 20th century Indian reality. He used to write about the real life, day-to-day life about India. Okay, that is he enables to reflect the 20th century Indian reality. Okay, a group of contemporary Indian English poets. Contemporary, that is the follower in those time, those who write. Okay, contemporary writers they are called as. Okay, Indian English poet who follow the simple conversational style of Ezekiel. Okay, it is like it is a very unique style. He used to write like a simple conversation. Is it clear? That is his style. And the other contemporary writers also follow Ezekiel's writing style. That is simple conversation style of Ezekiel. Is that clear, ma? Okay. As a poet writing about urban alienation, he expressed the agents of many and educated middle class Indians. Okay, as a poet, he has written many things and he expressed about the educated middle class Indians also. Is it clear? Okay, his poetry like a conversation, a simple conversation. Okay, he did not use like a very difficult language, difficult words. It is like a simple conversation. In this poetry, the professor, you will see his style of writing, his unique of writing. Is it clear? Okay. He was an Indian Jewish poet, actor, playwright, editor and critic. Okay, that is Ezekiel was not only a Jewish poet, he was also an actor, playwright, editor and a critic. He was born in Mumbai in 1924 and belonged to a He was born in Mumbai in 1924 and belonged to a Marathi speaking Jewish community known as Ben Israel. He earned a BA in literature from Wilson College, Mumbai, University of Mumbai. Okay, he received a degree that is BA English Literature from Wilson College, Mumbai, that is University of Mumbai. He later studied philosophy at Birkbeck College, London. Okay, he stayed in England from 1948 to 1952. This 4 years he stayed in England, where according to his own views of philosophy, poverty and poetry shared his basement room. That is, his own views about philosophy, about poverty and about poetry has shared a basement of the room. Is it clear, ma? Here, his works, essays on art criticism. Modern art in India, 1970. How Good in Sabawala, 1973. Painting of the Year, 1973. Okay, then volumes of poetry. Time to Change, 1952. Discovery of India, 1956. The Unfinished Man, 1960. These are all the essays on art of criticism, and this about volumes of poetry, bulk collection of poetry. Is that clear? Volumes of poetry means that is it is not only a single page poetry, that it like volume 1, volume 2, that is parts, divisions. Okay. His poems are a very Indian poem in Indian English, The Patriot, Enterprise, Marriage, Good Boy Party for Miss Pushpa, yes, this Night of the Scorpion, etc. Books: Time to Change, The Discovery of India, The Unfinished Man. These are all the books. Here, The Professor by Nassim Zikal is a dramatic monologue. Do you know, girls, what is dramatic monologue? Yes? Girls, do you know what is dramatic monologue? Okay, let me tell you. It is a one-way conversation and the presence of a silent listener. Okay, here it is a one-way conversation. That is, the speaker is saying, and it shows the silent listener, presence of the silent listener. That is one-way that is communication, you can say. The professor qualifies the basic requirements of a monologue. Is that clear? Here, I told you before itself, that is, Nassim Zickel's writing style is a simple conversation. Here, in this poem, the professor also, he writes in his own style, that is like a conversation, but he has used a dramatic monologue here, that is the presence of a silent listener. Is that clear, ma? Here we can say dramatic monologue as a soliloquy with a silent audience. Soliloquy, that is thinking about someone without seeing the audience, or without any without bothering to the audience. Okay, soliloquy, like smiling by thinking someone else, the smile comes to your mind, right? In your face. Yes or no? That is soliloquy. Here, dramatic monologue, a speaker addresses a silent or absent listener. Okay, there is a silent listener during a moment of high intensity or deep emotion. Okay, must be in a poem. It can be shows the conversation, the speaker's deep emotions. Okay, or high intensity. Is it clear, ma? Okay. Dramatic monologue refers to a type of poetry. These poems are dramatic in the sense that they have a theatrical quality. That is, the poem is meant to be read to an audience. A monologue means that these are the words of one solitary speaker with no dialogue coming from any other character. That is, the only one solo speaker is there. He is speaking throughout the poem, through the full poem. There is no dialogue coming from any other character. Okay, that is addressing a presence of a silent listener. Think of one person standing alone on a stage speaking to an audience. That is, for example, you can imagine that one of your friend is on a stage and he's talking about some topic. The audience is listening carefully without any noise, without a humming or okay, like that. Without any noise, they are listening to that speaker. Is it clear? That is called as the one person is talking, the others are listening. Okay, in the presence of silent listener, the conversation is going on. It is called as dramatic monologue. Is it clear, ma? Okay, hope you understood what is dramatic monologue. It is most important thing, girls. You have to understand what is dramatic monologue, because throughout your literature, okay, not only in this year, in your third year, in your final year, and in your PG, you will be asked about what is dramatic monologue. Okay, is it clear, ma? So remember the definition of a dramatic monologue, what it is. So by understanding what is this term, you will understand the whole poetry. Okay, you can imagine, you can observe, you can clearly understand what it is. Is it clear, ma? Okay. It's called as dramatic monologue. Now, in this poem, I'll tell you in a small definition what the poem is about. The Professor by Nissim Ezekiel is a satirical poem in which the poet satires the Indian variety of English. Okay, the poem is written in the form of a dialogue between a retired professor and his past student, whom he taught geography. Okay, it is about a poem. It is written in the form of a dialogue. Okay, between a retired professor and his past student, whom he taught once geography. Okay, the portrait of the professor is filled with sarcasm and irony as the professor talks about himself, his achievements, and his family, and nowhere does he talk about academics at all. It also makes fun of the Indian custom of using rhyming names for their kids, among us a host of other such customs which are made fun of by the poet. Here in this poem, it is filled with full of sarcasm and irony, and instead of he is talking with his past student. Instead of talking anything about the academic or about his subject, he is talking about himself. Okay, he talks about his family's achievements, and he talks about the that is they used to name rhyming names to keep. They used to keep their kids as a rhyming names, no, like yes or no. Here he mentions that is Sarala and Tarala, his two daughters. Okay, among us a host of other such customs which are made fun by the poet. Is it clear, ma? Okay, now we'll see the poetry. Sorry, girls. Here, the poetry starts. Remember me, I am Professor Seth. Once I taught you geography. Now I am retired. Though my health is good, my wife died some years back. By God's grace, all my children here we have the poetry, that is, remember me, I am Professor Shed. Once I taught you geography. Now I am retired. though my health is good. My wife died some years back. By God's grace, all my children are well settled in life. One is sales manager, one is bank manager. Both have cars. Now, in this thing, what is telling? It is about he is meeting with a student, and he asked that student that you remember me? I am your Professor Shet. Once I taught you. That is, I was a teacher. The subject name is geography. Okay. Now what is telling? I am retired now. My health is good, but I am retired now. And he tells that my wife died some years back. It is in past years his wife has died. By God grace, all my children, that is by God's mercy, my all children are well settled in their life. And he tells that one is sales manager and the one is bank manager. Okay, both have cars, and he tells that both are having cars also. Is that clear? Okay. Other also doing well, though not so well. Now he tells about his third child, third boy. That is, he is also doing well, but not so well like the other two boys. Okay, who is one is sales manager and the other one is bank manager. The third one is not mentioning what he is doing. He says he is working, but not so well. Okay, every family must have black sheep. He tells that in every family there is a person who destroys. Okay, spoils. So a black sheep. And now he tells about his daughter. Sarala and Tarala are married. They both are married. Their husbands are very nice boys. Is that clear? And he tells that their husbands are very nice. You won't believe, but I have 11 grandchildren. Now he tells that you won't believe. He is telling to the student, that is a silent listener, that you won't believe me if I tell you that I am having 11 grandchildren. Okay, how many shoes you have? 3. Now he is asking to the silent listener that how many are you having, and he is answering 3. Okay, that is good. There are days of family planning. Now he tells that okay, that is good. These are the days. That is, nowadays it is a trend of family planning. Okay, without family planning we have to move like a modern era. Okay, these are the days of the family planning. I am not against, we have to change with times. Now I was telling that I am not against that there are having more children, but we have to change with times. Is it clear? Okay, whole world is changing, so we have to change. Okay, in a day-to-day life we have to change. For example, I'll tell you one thing. My father used to tell me that change is not changeable. That is, the word change, change, right? Change, the word change is not changeable, but the rest of the everything is change. Is it clear? So we have to change with times. Is it clear? Whole world is changing. In India also we are keeping up. So in India also we are slowly, gradually we are changing according to our time. Our progress is progressing. That is, we are slowly developing. All values are going. Yes, of course. New values are coming. Everything is happening with leaps and bounds. Is that clear, ma? Okay. I'm going out rarely now and then. Only this is price of old age. But my health is okay. Usual aches and pains. Now he's telling that I'm going outside very rarely because of the old age. But my health is okay. I'm okay. Only the usual aches and pains are there. How beautifully he is conversing with the silent listener. Yes or no, girls? But by reading the lines itself, we can understand his poetry. Yes or no? Yes. If you also read the poetry, you can understand easily. I think so, girls, because it is very easy. A small girls can also read that poetry, like 7th standard, 8th standard. Also, they can understand easily. Is it clear? Okay, girls, you try once by reading his poetry. Okay, it is like a simple conversation. That too, only his conversation. The other is the silent listener. Okay. Here in the last line he says, but my health is okay. Usual aches and pains. That is, I am going outside very rarely because of my old age, not because of my health. I am okay with my health. That is only that is aches and pains are there. That old people used to say, no ma, like my joints are paining, headache, or some ache. Now he is telling that only. He says no diabetes, no blood pressure, or no heart attack. He is that is healthy. Only small aches and pains are there. Okay, his health is okay. Only because of the old age, because of the age, he is not coming outside. He is coming outside really. Is that clear, ma? Okay. This is because of sound habits in youth. How is your health keeping? Now, he is asking to the silent listener, that is the student, that how is your health keeping? Nicely? He is answering. Nicely. Nicely, that is Indian variety of English used instead of the word good or pleasant. That is nicely, it is a Indian variety of English. Instead of saying I am fine or pleasant or good, they are using nicely. Is that clear? I am happy for that. Now, Zikal is replying, I am happy for that. You are very good. This year I am 69. Now, he tells to that student, that silent listener, that this year I will complete my 69 years. Okay, and I hope to score a century. Okay, he is hoping to score century to 100 years. Okay, you are so thin like stick. Now he is telling to the silent listener, you are very thin like a stick. Okay, like you can see, you can imagine walking stick. Okay, he is comparing his student with a stick. Now you are man of white and consequence. That is good joke. Now he says about the about a man of weight and consequence, and he says himself that is a good joke. If you are coming again this side by chance. Now what is telling to that student is, if you again come back this side by a chance, visit please my humble residence also. Now what is telling, that if you happen to come again this side means please visit my humble residence, that is his home also. I am living just an opposite house backside. Now he is showing one house and says that this opposite house, that is the backside of this opposite house, I am living. You please come and visit. Is it clear, ma? Okay, girls. Uh, this is the end of the poetry. Tomorrow, I'll share with you the summary of this poem and analysis. Till that, you listen this video and understand. If you have any doubts, please ask in comment. If you have any confusion or any doubt, please ask in comment, girls. Thank you. Bye bye. Take care. Allah Hafiz.